35 in the workbook. So we have an example on page 35. Kean, you're looking at page 35, yeah? Of a personal cash account. So the personal cash account is used for us recording money in and money out for a family, or it could be for a business, or it could be for a school. So we have the debit side, is on page 35, it says the debit side is money in. Joe Bijou, shut up, thank you. And on the credit side, we have money out. Okay, fantastic. Now, if we turn over the page to page 36, we have a more complicated looking document. And that complicated looking document is where we move, and if we just look at OneNote for a second, we see that we have a simple cash account and we have the analyzed cash account, which I've got a very basic screenshot of there. And that's what the second question is on page 36. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use the template and make a simple cash account. And I'm going to do what is on page 36, making a simple cash account. I'm going to do it in Microsoft Excel. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to put this onto OneNote. Is everyone okay so far? Yes. Okay. So what I'm using now is Record Book 3. Okay. Now my Record Book 3, I've used Microsoft Excel to do this. The first time we do this, you guys are going to do this on paper. We're going to get it done in class. You're going to take a screenshot of it and you're going to include it in your personal folder, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. Okay? So we start off with our opening cash. So if we're looking at the question now on page 36, it says, now we're not using the blank document at the bottom, the analyzed cash book. We're just going to record, this is for Aaron Jones at the top of the question. And it talks about using analysis columns. We're not going to use that. We're just going to record the money in and the money out for Aaron Jones. So, first of all, we have the document itself. It's called a cash account. It's done in Record Book 3. And we have, you can see this now up on OneNote. On the DR side, that's the money inside. The CR side is the money outside. So we start off at the beginning of the month. So this is September 1st. And it's his opening cash. Now the money we have at the beginning, Cyril, could you concentrate please? Thank you. So the money we have at the beginning is always called the balance. And the balance, BD, means the balance that's brought down, the money that he had from the previous month, from August, that he had left over in August, and he brings it down to start off September. And that balance, BD, is €150, and that's on the DR side. So what I'm going to put up here, just as a reminder, we're going to put plus here for the DR side. And we're going to put the minuses over on the CR side. So that's when we go and we spend money. Okay? The next one, bought lunch in the canteen, €5. Which side is that on, DR or CR? CR, fantastic. So we put our date in, so September 3rd, and we're going to call it something, so we call it lunch. What did I spend my money on? And it was €5. Received pocket money, €50. Which side is on, DR or CR? DR, so September 5th. Sorry, wrong date. I'll have to go and fix that after. So we have pocket money. And it is €50. Next one. So we have bought phone credit, €20. That's spending money. And September 7th. And it is €20. Next one. I received birthday money, €80. Okay, so €80, and we'll put birthday money, and the date is the 11th. Next, paid for cinema, €10, so that's on the 15th. CR, so, and it's cinema. How much? How much is it? €10. And I just realised I put that 20 in the wrong place. What was that 20 for? That was phone credit. Now, next one it says, bought lunch, €8. CR, so that's lunch. And it's September 19th, okay? Next one, purchased school materials, €10. Okay, so school materials, and it's €10. And the date is the 23rd. Next one, paid for cinema, €12. Okay. And it's September 30th. Are we okay so far? Yeah. So we have money in on the debit side, money out on the credit side. Now, we've now got to the end of September. What do you think we want to know now? Mr. Burns, you with us? Yeah. What do we need to know now? Total. Okay, total what? How much you spent. How much you spent? Yeah, very good. We need to know that. What else do we need to know? Yeah. Closing cash. I need to know how much money do I have left over. So I need to do a thing called balancing the account. So how do I balance the account? There's a number of steps in this. And what I'll do is, when I'm finished, I'm going to put this down in OneNote. I'm going to write down in bullet points the steps you follow to make sure we find out how much money is left. So, the way we do it is, at the top of the page, up here, okay, on both sides, I'm going to work out the total amount of money that I've taken in and the total amount of money that I spent. Is that okay? So the way this works is, I go to this box here at the top of the page, I press an equal sign, that tells the Excel I want to do a calculation. So I want to add 80 plus 50 plus 150. Do you see what I'm doing? Okay, because what it's doing is, I'm looking at the squares, it's moving to the squares. So I've highlighted the 3 squares I want to add up, and it's worked out a figure of 280. I'll do the same over here, so I'm going to add up. So let's move down to, I add up 12, plus, I add up 10, plus 8. Are we all following what I'm doing? I'm just moving the cursor down to the squares I want to add up. 20, and I add up 5. Everyone happy enough for that? Yep? Okay. So, now we know how much our spending was. It was 65, and we know that the income was 280, including the money I had at the start. How do I work out the money that's left? I take the 2 of them away. I find what we call the difference. So, this balancing thing, think of it as weighing scales. At the moment, I have 280 on the income side, and I have 60, only 65 on the spending side. So I'm going to add a weight to the spending side to make the 2 of them the same. So okay, I want to balance it. I want to have the 2 sides the same. So which is the small side? The credit side is the small side. So I'm going to add a balance here, and I'm going to call that balance CD, and I'm going to date that at the end of the month. Okay? And that difference I'm going to put here is the difference between the 2 sides, the amount to make the 2 of them the same. So I put my equal sign to do a calculation. I go up to 280. I'll take away my 65, and there's the difference. We okay there now? Yeah. Okay? So that's how much money I have left at the end of the month. And now to finish the question so I can get ready to start the next month, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to total the 2 sides. So I'll get a red pen and a ruler. Now with Excel I can't do my lines in red, but you'll be able to do this yourself. So I rule a single line on the top of each of these 2 squares here. Okay, I'm going to do my 2 totals. They're in line with each other. So I'll add up this side, and I'll put the total in there. And when I added up this side, I got 280. What do I get when I add up this side now? I get the same number. If I add 215, the balance, as well as everything else, I'm going to get 280. Are we okay with that? And now I start, so this balance was added to the smaller side, and we bring that balance down to the big side to start the next month. We call that balance brought down. And we date that the beginning of the next month. What's the next month? So October 1st. Are we all okay with that? So that's how we record the money in the account and then we balance it. Clear enough? Okay. So that's going to go on